Yes, yes, yes. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me today. I am QB, and welcome to another episode of Intellectual Ignorance, the type of place where intellect and ignorance get together, vibe, have a drink, listen to some good music, then go off and have unprotected sex. That means this show is raw dog, uncensored. I'ma say what I feel and feel what I say. So you got to feel that. Feel me? Anyway, for today's topic of discussion, I'm gonna talk about the importance of delineating for our survival. And what I mean by delineating is we have to separate from other groups and circle our wagons and be prepared to protect ourselves and fight for what's ours. And what I mean when I say ours or we, I'm talking about foundational Black Americans. And what's a foundational Black American? That's just any person who was involved, whose ancestors was involved with slavery in the South, slavery in the North, and out West. They had slavery all over the place. And your ancestors built the foundation of this country, because without it, everything you see here today would not exist, due to the 400 years of free labor, and we all know this. So it's not a surprise. But the problems we're having is we got blacks from other countries coming in here and undermining everything that we've done. So it's time to delineate and start protecting ourselves and let everybody else, like Tariq Nasheed say, hold their own nuts. Also, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what's been happening around the country, you know, as far as the news, little, you know, things that probably don't even matter. Some things will matter. I guess you could just call it a little gossip. You can say it's gossip, but it's gonna be news too. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as the show moves on, I'm gonna be dropping some banging ass music. And today's music that I'm gonna play, I'm gonna have to dedicate today's music to Queens, the borough of Queens, New York, because I think Queens probably had the biggest impact on hip hop than any other region. And that's just my opinion. I just believe from the 80s all the way up to now, Queens has been putting out stars, legends, hits, bangers, everything, man. I can't name another borough who's done it like Queens, to be honest with you. And if I'm wrong, somebody tell me. I mean, you can always leave a comment. Matter of fact, like and subscribe, because the show is only going to get better. Now, I really got this format. I got my own music, as you can see. I got another intro that I'm going to do. I just got to get the rights to this music and I'll get to it. But yeah, Queens is going to be the place that we're going to focus on when it comes to music, hip hop. So that's what I'm going to do today. But first, before I get into all that, man, let me talk about my week. what I've been through. Well, your boy been on a date Saturday, man. I went out on a date, and I actually had a good time, man. And she was okay. She was kind of, she's from Miami. She's an FBA sister from Miami, so they kind of buck wild down there, I'm gonna take my time with this one because she's real chill, and she's a slim goodie. She's nice and petite. I think she's a size 4, she said, but she got all the bumps in the right places. So it looks real nice, I must say. Yes, indeed. And she had this, and she rock her gray hair. That's what I like about her. She rock her gray. You can rock our gray hair together. But she cool though. She's cool. But I had a good time, man. I went to this place called the Rock Bar down on Fort Lauderdale on the beach, on the waterfront, and parking is insane. Parking is insane. $30 for parking for 4 hours. Come on, man. God damn, they killing me. Word is bomb. Trying to tell you, man. Other than that, then Sunday, this was Saturday, I went on a date. We hung out all day. I was supposed to go meet my homeboy, but I was with the lady already, and I'm not gonna leave the nice young lady to go see my homeboy. Fuck all that. I'll see that nigga later. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. And Sunday, I went to my daughter. She sings in the choir, and I went to the Kravitz Center down here in West Palm Beach, and very nice theater, man. I sat in there and I looked around, and I was like, wow, what would it be like to be on that stage? Wow. I've been on stages before as a youth, but never pursued it, so singing just wasn't for me. I just didn't want to do it. Too much attention, and something about attention that scares the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, also I just been, that's pretty much what I done this week. The date was interesting, man. Because I haven't been out, man. And these dating apps, man, I got to tell you about these dating apps, man. Jesus. I'm going to do maybe not next show, the show after. I'm going to do a whole spiel on that. On the dating apps. The women on the dating apps are insane. That's all I'm saying. They're fucking insane. I'm going to do a show on that. And I know the fellas going to want to have to chime in on that one. And ladies too. Just dating apps, period, on both sides. But I'm just speaking from my experience. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Other than that, man, I just been working out still. Back up to like four days a week. My shoulder been out of commission. Had to chill, but I'm back doing my thug dizzle in the gym izzle. You know what I'm saying? For shizzle. That old shit. And that's crazy. It's the year 2000. That's not really old to me, but it's old. That's crazy. Yes, indeed. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop some banging ass music for my peoples. And like I said, Queens is the theme for the day. Queens is the theme. And now I got to take it back. Starting with my man. I'll be back after these messages. Peace.
2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme. So I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was there, but then it went this way. Took a test to become an MC. And Orange Cliff became amazed at me. So Larry put me inside, he got to lack. The ship drove off and we never came back. They cut the record down to the bone. And now they got me rocking on the microphone. And then we talking autograph, and tears and laughs, champagne, caviar, and bubble bath. You see, that's the life that I lead. And you sucker MCs into I feed. So take that and move back, catch a heart attack. Because there's nothing in the world that run the level like a cold chill at a party in the b-boy stand. And rock on the mic and make the girls wanna dance. Fly like a dove and come from up above. I'm rocking on the mic and you can call me Run Love. wrong cat and not like a civil, and written right on the side and reads dressed to kill. So if you see me cruising, girl, just to move a step aside. There ain't enough room to fit you all in my ride. It's on a first come, first serve basis. Cooling out, girl, take you to the death places. One of a kind, and for your people's delight, and for your sucker MCs, it just ain't right because you're biting on your life. You're cheating on your wife. You're walking around town like a hooligan with a knife. You're hanging on the ass, you're chilling with the crew, and everybody knows what you've been through. Oh, with the 1, 2, 3, 3 to 2, 1. My man Larry Lab, my name's DJ Run. We do it in the place with the highs and the bass. I'm rapping to the rhythm, want to watch the dog my face. Go uptown and come down to the ground. You sucker MC, you sad face clown. You're $5 boy and I'm $1 million man. You's a sucker MC and you're my fan. You try to write lines or rhymes of mine. You's a sucker MC in a pair of Calvin Kleins. Coming from the wackest part of town. Trying to rap but you can't get down. You don't even know your English, your verb or noun. You're just a sucker MC, you sad face clown. So DMC and if you're ready, the people rapping steady. You're driving big cars, get your gas from Getty.
I'm DMC in the place to be. I go to St. John's University, and since kindergarten I acquired the knowledge. And after 12th grade I went straight to college. I'm light skinned, I live in Queens, and I love eating chicken and collard greens. I dress to kill, I love the style. I'm an MC, you know who's versatile. Say I got good credit in your regards. Got my name, not numbers on my credit cards. I go uptown, I come back home with food, me, myself, and my microphone. All my rhymes are sweet delight, so it's the number one for y'all to bite. When I rhyme, I never quit, and if I got a new rhyme, I'll just say it, cause it takes a lot to entertain, and sucker MCs can be a pain. You can't rock a party with the hip and hop. You gotta let them know you'll never stop. The rhymes have to make a lot of things. You got to know when to start,
when the beats come in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got MC Shan and Molly Mall in the house tonight. They just came from off tour, and they want to tell you a little story about where they come from.
You love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when. The monument is right in your face. Sit and listen for a while to the name of the place.
The break, 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 the break.
Hip hop was set out in the dark. They used to do it out in the park. Every place that said his name, it rang an alarm. Otherwise known as Me T-Tom. A brother who's known for his rap, Jabby Jack. Larry Ladd, third least not last. A cool brother by the name of Gas. Face brothers made you get loose. They was down with the brother called Cousin Bruce. They used to jam in the center. You had to pay so you could enter. Go to the door, get frisked just in order to get in. And if you wasn't from this town, then you couldn't fight and win. But every time they had a jam, they couldn't get no peace. So that's why the jams out there in the parks they had to seize, cause you was in
the break, 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 the break.
Why don't you wise up, show all the people in the place that you are bright. Make this here one jam that you do not start no fight. Cause that is one thing that we all must see done. And if you start some shit, your ass had bet to run, cause you're in
the break, 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 the break.
strolled along one day and then he walked into a girl named Shantae. Third line, you know it's me, MC Shan, ha ha, in the place to be. MC Man, he made them beg. He is the man who is known as Craig, the newest member out to get loose. Now he is down with us and he got the juice. This is the place where stars are born, and we are the only ones that can't be worn out by any place, any part of the world. And while I'm out on tour, keep your hand off my girl while she's in. Dead dreams, bought and sold. You gotta try and receive your goal. However you do it, however you may. Don't never listen to what somebody say, cause I will tell you the deal. You gotta go by what your heart feels, cause if you don't, you'll be misled by stupid little things put inside your head, or someone else that you will see. They're trying to lead your destiny. By the time you think about it, you're grown. Then you say, goddamn, I gotta lead my own. Grab hold of your heavy chain, which people always pull and always trying to restrain. You heard just what I said. They're always pulling you back when you wanna get ahead. They pull you back cause they're not with it. You talking about school, they're talking about quit it. Soon you'll see that time will fly, but you spent most of it out getting high. Thought about it much, much later. Could've went to school and been much greater, but you chose to lead that fate. Now you're sucking on a bone when it should've been steak. The whole purpose of the story I told was mainly to inspire you to reach your goal. Stop walking through life as if you are blind. You should reach for your goal, cause I'm reaching for mine, and I'm from the break.
On rocking the bridge, we'll keep rocking if the beat stop rocking the bridge. We'll keep it rocking if the beat stop rocking the bridge. I keep it rocking till the beat stop rocking the kids. Keep it rocking to the bridge, stop rocking the kids. We'll keep it rocking in the bridge, stop rocking the bridge. I keep it rocking till the kids stop rocking the bridge. We'll keep it rocking till the
No rapper can rap quite like I can. I take a muscle-bound man and put his face in the sand. Not the last mafioso, I'm a MC cop. Make it say go LL and do the Y. If you think you cannot rap me, yeah boy I bet, cause I ain't met a motherfucker who can do that yet. Trendsetter, I'm better, my rhymes are good. I got a go name plate that says I wish you would. And when battles begin, then I gotta join in. And before my rhyme is over, you know I'ma win. Cool J has arrived, so you better make way. Ask anybody in the crowd, they say the kid don't play. Sport competition, that's my hobby and job. I don't wear disguise because I don't over my. Got a pinpoint rap that makes you feel trapped. So many girls on my jock, I think my phone is tapped. I'm bad. Cool J. Cool J. Yeah, Cool J. Cool J. Cool J. I'm like Tyson, icing, I'm a soldier at war. I'm making sure you don't try to battle me no more. Got concrete rhymes, been rapping for 10 years. And even when I'm bragging, I'm being sincere. MC can't win, I make them rust like tin. They call me Jaws, my hat is like a shark's fin. Because I'm bad as can be, got my voice on wax. Some brothers think he's making records, now he must have relaxed. I couldn't, I shouldn't, and it'll stay that way. The best rapper you've heard is LL Cool J. Kamikaze, take a look at what I've done. Used to rock in my basement, now I'm number one. And get Allen on time, never standing on line. You wanna try me? First you better learn how to rhyme. I'm the pinnacle, that means I reign supreme. And I'm notorious, I'll crush you like a jelly bean. I'm bad.
Suspect was last spotted with 3 other members of his group. A Bobcat, a Gila, and a Country. They are extremely bad, so keep your eyes open. Use extreme caution.
I eliminate punks, cut them up in chunks. You assumed you heard me, and your ego's drunk. I'm devastating, I'm so good it's a shame. Cause I eat rappers like a cannibal, they call me insane. I'm as strong as a bull, of course you know I am pull. I enjoy what I'm doing, plus I'm paid in full. Not buckaroo bonsai, but bust it out as I say the kind of rhymes that make MCs wish that I die. Never retire MCs retreat, cause they know I can beat them and eat them in a battle and the ref won't cheat them. I'm the baddest, taking out all rookies. Don't forget Oreos, eat Cool J cookies. I'm bad. Cool J. Cool J. So tell mommy bye-bye. Slaughtering them season, I'ma never get whipped. When I retire, I'll get worshipped like an old battleship. LL, I'm bad. Other rappers know when I enter the center, they say, yo, there he go. My paycheck's large, Mr. Bogart in charge. Not a punter or a hunter from a raccoon lodge. The original Todd, teaching how to be hard. Take the skin off a snake and split a pea from a pie. You're a novice, I'm noble, and I dissect with my tongue. Not a till of the Hun, gun or Abdullah his son. My vocals exact like racking pinion in a jag. You try to brag, you get your rhymes from a grab bag. No good scavenger, catfish vulture. My tongue's a chisel and this composition sculpture. I'm bad.
All right, I'm back. That was my man LL Cool J. I'm back. Boy, I get hyped up when I hear that song, boy. LL. Then you had the bridge by my man MC Sam, legend. And then of course, the legend himself. I mean them, the legends. Run DMC was Sucker MC, man. Listen here, man. Ain't nobody messing. Back then wasn't nobody messing with the 84 run. Nobody messing with 84 run. I don't care what y'all say. Back then, Run was that nigga. Who was fucking with Run back then? I don't give a fuck. Y'all can talk that shit. Y'all can talk all that shit. I ain't talking about Rev Run. I'm talking about that Run. Gotta give you that word. That's my man. But shout out to Queens, man. Of course, holding it down. I'm telling you, Queens got the best, man. Queens is the best. Anyway, let's get into this news, man. So first I want to start off with I don't know if this is new or this is an old video, but it was a video of a guy and he was talking about he was married, he had 4 kids, and he went to take a DNA test with his oldest child, and come to find out that wasn't his child. So he got a DNA test on the 2 middle children. Coming to find out, none of them was his children. And the guy said he was just so messed up in the head that he didn't even want to get the baby tested. They had a newborn. He didn't even want to get the DNA test for the baby. And he approached his wife about it, man, and she denied it. Ain't that some shit? She denied the shit out of it. She denied it to the point where she actually hung herself. That's how guilty she was. That's an ain't shit bitch. I'm sorry to say that, man. She ain't shit. She did that, and then she left without accountability. She didn't want to take accountability for her whorish actions, so she just hung herself. Now the kids don't have no mom, even though that's not their dad. I think the dude was still, he raised them. How the fuck did she do that? How the fuck did she have 4 kids that's not his? What the fuck? What the fuck was she doing? That is insane. Like I said, I don't know how old this video was, but I seen it the other day on 5150 show. Y'all go check that out. And don't forget to like and subscribe here too. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. I don't get that one, man. That is unbelievable. But anyway, moving right along. Tori Bowie. She's an American 3-time Olympic medalist. And she died at the age of 32 out here in Winter Haven, Florida. And they said there was no foul play involved. And that's crazy, man. 32 years old, man. I'm 48, man. And I'm talking, and I always tell my friends about how people are dropping dead in their 50s. So myself, I'm trying my best to stay in shape and eat correctly. You know, try to keep my system flushed. I drink a lot of water. I don't eat a lot of meat. You know what I'm saying? But I work out, so I gotta indulge in some type of protein anyway. So I don't like eggs too much. I ain't really with the chicken. So I do eat a little red meat, but fish for the most part, and beans. But yeah, man, I try my best to try to stay out the hospital, man. But hell, shit. Even with me doing all that, man, I could just drop dead any day, any second. If it's your time to go, it's just gonna be your time to go, man. You know. Condolences to her family, man. She was the gold medalist, 4x4 relay. She won a gold medal in 2016 Olympics. And I'm telling you, that 4x4 ain't nothing nice. That 400, boy. Woo! I used to run that 400 when I was in high school and track. Boy, you got to be strong. Not fast, strong. That shit hurt, boy. That shit hurt. Shout out to Tori Bowie, man, and rest in peace. Just thought I'd mention that. Now, a little bit of some other news. I'm gonna take it way up to Chicago, man, because something going on in Chicago, man, and the people of Southside Chicago is not happy with it. You know, out there in the community of South Shore, which is in the South Side of Chicago, which is a predominantly black neighborhood. They're being flooded with illegal immigrants. Now, since August, Chicago has took in about 8,000 illegal immigrants, and they housing them, they putting them all over the place, and particularly they putting them in black neighborhoods. They're not putting them in white neighborhoods, and they putting these people in these abandoned schools. You have vacant schools that the city are trying to put these people in. And the people are finally fighting back, but they should have been fighting back years ago. But it's never too late. So in a meeting on Thursday, a council meeting on Thursday, the residents of South Shore was in there wilding. They wasn't trying to hear nothing these people got to say. And I'm looking at the panel, and you got all these damn foreigners up there, man. Nobody to represent us up there, really, man. This shit is crazy. So people out there in South Shore, man, they was not playing, man, because they just moving these people. A lot of people have criminal records. A lot of people were criminals and rapists and all that shit. You don't know who you dealing with. Now you gotta look across the school and you see 100 immigrants out there, illegal aliens. I'm not gonna say immigrants. I'm gonna say illegal aliens. These people are illegal. They're busing people in here illegally, and I think it's mostly the rich doing that for the cheap labor. You know, if they trying to X us out as the working class, and I mean us, I mean foundational black Americans. They're trying to X us out, so they bringing all these immigrants. They ain't bringing the black ones in, but the Latinos, the Mexicans, and Venezuelans, they bringing all of them in. They flooding. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be the work. They using them to replace us as the working class. Because I'm quite sure the Ukrainians and the Arabs that they bring in, they're not going to be the working class. They're going to be more the upper class. They're going to try to get them there and position foundational black Americans way at the bottom. Way at the bottom. So the people of Chicago, they have a problem with that. And it was outrage. And that's good. And they need it. And they need it too, man. It's crazy, man. Let me see what else. Yeah, so the people, they're saying to send them to the north side. I'm talking about they got signs, and you got to see it. You got to look it up. I think it's in the Chicago Times. Chicago Times or something like that. I looked it up. And people, they got signs saying build the wall in 2024. Send their ass back home. We don't want them. And I don't blame them, man. Oh, yeah, y'all got your own fucking countries, man. What the fuck is going on? This shit is crazy. And it's really not their fault. It's really the government, man. really the government fault, man. They gotta cut that bullshit out, man. It's fucked up, man. Moving right along. I want to get into our brother Jordan Neely, man. Jordan Neely, he was strangled to death Monday, May 1st, man, by a coward ass white supremacist named Daniel Penny. You know, most people say that it was a lynching. I think it was a setup. I think it was a hit. And the funny thing about it, the media didn't release this guy, the killer's name, until Friday, May the 5th, on Cinco de Mayo. So they held this guy information for a whole week, basically to scrub his information of the internet and his family. And you know, Jordan Neely, he was a homeless, autistic kid, and he was known for his Michael Jackson impersonation. And he was good as hell at Michael. That motherfucker, when I seen the videos of him doing Mike, I'm like, God damn, Mike is in this boy's soul or something. I'm talking about he had that shit down pat. You know, talented than a motherfucker, but he was autistic, man. Mental illness is real, man. And you know, on the subway he was yelling, and they say he was threatening people, which crazy people do. People with mental issues, they do that. They don't do anything to people. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, I always say y'all gonna get y'all check at the end of the month, man. Cut all that nonsense out. That's what I do. That's what I say. But he had autism, man, and this bitch ass Daniel Penny snuck up behind him. And according to what people say, Jordan Neely weighed like a buck. He wasn't even that. He was a skinny $150 or some shit like that. He was a slim dude, man. Snuck up behind him and choked the man to death, man. Some pussy shit. That shit crazy. And it was a fucking Dominican, a black Dominican nigga holding the man's hand, so the man couldn't even fucking defend himself. He should be arrested too, man. Where that motherfucker at, man? And that's why I'm talking about today's subject, about delineating from these motherfucking coons, man. But these some niggas, these some pussy ass niggas. Let me tell you something, man. These Caribbean niggas, man, they some white ass kissing motherfuckers, man. These some pussies, bro. I don't even know how they fucking women still fuck with these motherfuckers. A bunch of losers, man. You gonna sit there and let somebody... That's because, let me tell you something. In Dominican Republic, the black people in Dominican Republic, the way they did that man on that subway train, that's how them white Dominicans do them black Dominicans down in Dominican Republic. Trust me. They kill them niggas every day down that motherfucker, man. This motherfucker, he up here helping this white boy kill this man, this autistic man. Oh man, boy. They just sitting there watching, man. That's why we got them tethers, man. You gotta watch them tethers, man. Them motherfuckers is dangerous, man. Them motherfuckers, they on white society side. And I'm not just talking about far as just being on their side, like, I'm talking about being on their side as far as getting rid of us, foundational black Americans, man. These niggas some sellouts, suckers, man. Word up. Most of the Caribbean niggas are, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Niggas some suckers, man. Rest in peace to Jordan Neely, man. Condolences to his family, man, because we need justice for that man. We need justice for that man. That shit is not funny, man, because it could have been one of our relatives. It could easily be one of our relatives. In New York, man, y'all niggas in New York, man, I need to step the fuck up, man. But the thing is, most of the black people in New York, they not from America, man. They got immigrant backgrounds, man. They used to that shit, man. See, where they from, they'll let motherfuckers abuse them and they won't do shit about it. But they will abuse each other. They will abuse each other, but they won't fight back the powers that be that abuse them in their country. They just run over here and hide behind us and let us take the brunt of all the abuse while they hide behind us. And then join white society to destroy us. Anything that we do. You know. That's some bullshit, man, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, that's all the news I got for today. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to dwell too much. I want to get back to this dope ass music from Queens. You know what I'm saying? So y'all chill. Y'all rock with this, man. We'll be back after these messages. I always say messages like this is damn TV show.
Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go.
We'll be back, niggas. How about
Lyrics
that?
to go. Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go. Going on and on to the rhythm variation. Waking in the morning, I still represent the nation. When I speak a nation, please don't make the deviation. Rebels of the party who create the drum sensation. Mind is a pit of different information. Microphone is on, so I cross communication. Ogle at the party, then you got the vogulation. Decapitate and show as if my name was Jason. Making all the fellas at the party lose composure. Look up the beat with the mic and it's over. Try to impress me on the run for whatever. Trials and tribulations that we have to endeavor. Brothers know my CeeLo, it's a letter to the better. If you see your shorty that you like in your sweater, silly with the microphone, in other words I'm loco. 6'0" with my high complexion cocoa. Representing on the mic, it seems to be my daily. I could do a split and turn around like Ever Daily. But when it comes to days like this, I got lyrics to go. Lyrics to go.
I know it's been 2 years, but see the job was never falling. Would've tried for singing, but that stuff was not my calling. The mic is in effect, so you know I'm never stalling. Walking through the door and all them suckers started hauling. Talk a lot of trash, but no one can seem to beat it. Pull out your microphone and watch the fight for make you eat it. The MCs they get jelly when the girlies up my belly. Kick a slow dance like my brother R. Kelly. Today's a hip-hop draft, will I be top seeded? Work too friggin' hard while all the rest will get weeded. Steady kicking style so I can reach that other level. Don't worry about getting gas, I push the pedal to the metal. Always wanted this cause it surely beats a scramble. I'm Jordan with the mic, wanna gamble? This I dedicate to all the honeys that be bubbling. Cause at the end of the night you know Malik will have his Trojans. But when it comes to nights like this, I got lyrics to go. Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go.
Check it out, y'all. It's like that, y'all. Check it out, y'all. It's like that, y'all. Check it out,
Please proceed with caution cause the lyrics is fatal. I could kick your little monkey ass like Kato. Formulate your rhymes like a child forms Play-Doh. Calm and serene like the study was Teo. Poetry machine with correct mechanisms. Immune to disease, I defeat organisms that are waiting in my path. I overstep the critters. Give your ass the willies and your moms get the jitters. Quitters turn to losers, losers are forgotten. Tingle in my chord with hopes that I'll stop rocking. Never will that happen, only if it is permitted. Wait, I think somebody shit it. I guess that will be me, cause I'm the only one I'm seeing. I go for what I know, doing the show for human beings. Always try to lead Joe Devil while I follow. Blowing up the spot like Fred did to Rollo. And when it comes to days like this, I got lyrics to go. 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 I got lyrics to go.
check it out now. It's like that, y'all. Check it out now. It's like that, y'all. Check it out now. It goes.
Represent, represent. Yeah, represent, represent. Yeah, represent, represent. Represent, represent. Straight up shit is real, and any day could be your last in the jungle. Get murdered on the humble, guns are blast, niggas tumble. The corners is the hot spot full of mad criminals who don't care. Guzzling beers, we all stare at the out of towners. They better break north before we get the 4-pounders and take their face off. The streets is filled with undercovers, homicide chasing brothers. The D's on the roof trying to watch us and knock us and kill the coppers. Even come through in helicopters. I drink a little vodka, spark a L and hold a Glock for the fronters. Wanna be ill niggas and spot runners, thinking it can't happen till I trap them and clap them and leave them done. Won't even run about guards, I don't believe in none of that shit. Your facts are backwards. Nas is a rebel of the street corner, pulling the tech out the dresser. Police got me under pressure. Represent, represent. Represent, represent. Represent, represent. Represent, represent. Yo, they call me Nas, I'm not your legal type of fella. My wet drinking, marijuana smoking street dweller. fella who's always on the corner, rolling up blessed. When I dress is never nothing less than guess. Kobe walking with a bop and my hat turned back. Love committing sins and my friends sell crack. This nigga raps with a razor, keep it under my tongue. The school dropout, never like this shit from day one. Cause life ain't shit but stress, fake niggas and crab stunts. So I guzzle my Hennessy while pulling on mad blunts. The brutalizer, Buddhicizer, accelerator. The type of nigga who be pissing in your elevator. Somehow the rap game reminds me of the crack game. Used to sport valleys and gazelles with black frames. Now I'm into fat chains, sex and text. Fly new chicks and new kicks, heinies and bags.
Represent, represent. Represent, represent. Represent, represent.
No doubt, see my stats are fat, this is what it's about. Before the BDP conflict with MC Shan, around the time with Shantae, just the real Roxanne. I used to wake up every morning, see my crew on the block. Every day's a different planet, had us running from cops. If it wasn't hanging out in front of cocaine spots, we was at the candy factory, breaking the locks. Nowadays, I need the green in a flash, just like the next man. Fuck a yard guard, let me see 100 grand. Could use a gun, son, but fuck being a wanted man. But if I hit rock bottom, then I'ma be the son of Sam. They call the crew to get live too. With Sue Kim, my brother Jungle Big Bro, cooks up the blow. Micah chop it, Mayo, you count the profit. My shit is on the streets, this way the Jakes should never stop it. Is your brain on drugs? To all fly bitches and thugs, enough respect to the projects. I'm Ghost, one love.
Represent, y'all. Represent. Represent, y'all. Represent. Queens, represent, y'all. Represent. Represent, y'all. Represent.
For real, niggas who ain't got no feelings. Check it out now. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for theyself in his land, we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they supposed to. They come around, but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up with bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched. You could put your whole army against my team, and I guarantee you it'll be your very last time breathing. Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, we major. You're all up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. Don't make me have to call your name out. Your crew is featherweight. My gunshots will make you levitate. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. When the things get for real, my warm heart turns cold. Enough nigga deceased, another story gets told. It ain't nothing really. And yo, done sparked the Philly, so I can get my mind off these yellow back niggas. While they still alive, I don't know, go figure. Meanwhile, back in Queens, the realness and foundation. If I die, I couldn't choose a better location. When the slugs penetrate, you feel a burning sensation, getting closer to God in a tight situation now. Take these words home and think it through, or the next rhyme I write might be about you. Son, they shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look, they shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks.
Scared to death and scared to look.
Living the life that is diamonds and guns. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. Some get shot, locked down, and turn nuns. Cowardly hearts and straight up shook ones. He ain't a crook, son. He just a shook one.
For every rhyme I write, it's 25 to life. There was so much to got you trust, safeguard of my life. Ain't no time for hesitation, that only leads to incarceration. You don't know me, there's no relation. Queensbridge, MC don't play. I don't got time for your petty thinking, mine, son, I'm bigger than those. Claiming that you pack heat, but you're scared to hold. And once the smoke clears, you be left with one and you don't. 13 years in the projects, my mentality is what, kid? You talk a good one, but you don't want it. Sometimes I wonder, do I deserve to live? Or am I gonna burn to hell for all the things I did? No time to dwell on that, cause my brain reacts. Front if you want, kid, lay on your back. I don't fake jazz, kid, you know I bring it to your life. Stay in a child's place, kid, you out of line. Criminal minds thirsty for recognition. I'm sipping, E&J got my mind flipping. I'm bucking, digging my ways out of hope for hustling. Get that loot, kid, you know my function. Cause long
long as I'm alive, I'ma live illegal. And once I get on them, I put on all my peoples. React with lyrics like Max, I hit your dome up when I roll up the beat, go sleep because I'm free.
Son, they shook. This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook. This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook. This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook. This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Living the life that is diamonds and guns. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. Some get shot, locked down, and turn nuns. Cowardly hearts and straight up shook ones, shook ones. He ain't a crook, son. He's just a shook one. To all the villains and the $100 billings.
Yeah. Let me start from the beginning at the top of the list. Nah, I mean, have situations like this. Another war story from a thirsty young hustler. Won't trust ya, I'd rather bust ya and leave the corpse for the cops to discover. Well, I'll be dipping in the Range Rover. Old wells like Liberace. You watch me, my Jake's trying to knock me and lock me, but I'll be on the low, sipping Nasty Spumante. Niggas try to creep on the side of my Jeep. Lock the heat through the window, rock the ass to sleep over a G-Pack. It was a small thing, really, but keep letting that small thing slide up in your failure. If I'm out of town, one of my crew will take care of you. The world is out, and your team's inferior. You want to bust shot, I get all up in your area. Kidnap your children, make your situation scarier. Like this a gamble, we scramble for money. I might crack a smile, but ain't a damn thing funny. I'm caught up in the dirt where your hands get muddy. Plus the outcome turns out to be lovely. Got G's in my pockets, hit off my Main Street.
This subject, because there's a whole lot of illusions about Africa's relationship with other people in the world. There's a whole lot of illusion about our relationship to the religions in the world. And these belief systems that had its origin in Africa, all of them, and there is no exception, turned on African people. I said there is no exception. And there's one thing you have to get through your mind and keep it. Nothing that ever came from the European mind was meant to do anything but facilitate European domination of the world. And I said there's no exception. Everything that was brought into this continent, everything, every idea, every so-called religion was meant to dominate and to control. The Arabs had no illusions about it. The Europeans had no illusions about it. You were the ones with the illusions. And yet every element that went into the making of every major religion in the world started in Africa. Why is it that you are so naive? You let people redress something that you invented, sell it back to you, and enslave you through it. I'm saying that all organized present religions are male chauvinist murder cults. And I say there is no exception. Why I wanted to be here earlier, I wanted to deal with our relationship with the people of the world and the fact that we created peaceful nations that had no word for jail because no one had ever gone to one. No word for old people's home because no one ever threw them away, grandma and grandpa. No word for orphanages. We did all of this, and over half of human civilization was over before we knew that a European was in the world. Before he wore a shoe or lived in a house that had a window. Now, Africa has always and still is the prize for the whole world. We as a people have always been the world's richest people, culturally rich, mineral rich. We have always been the prize because we have always had and still have something that other people won't, think they can't do without, and don't care to pay for.
Yes, indeed. That was our good brother ancestor, Dr. John Henry Clark, dropping that knowledge. Yes, indeed, dropping that knowledge. Yes, indeed. And of course, you heard Shook Ones by Mobb Deep. One of my favorites. Queens representing. You got Nas will represent. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, you had the legends. Rest in peace to Phife Dawg. Tribe Called Quest with lyrics to go. Queens is in the building today, baby. Queens is in the motherfucking building. Shout out to the borough of Queens. And thank you for gracing me with all your fucking hits and all your talent and all the everything that you do, Queens, for entertainment. Thank you. You are a staple in Black American music, man. Yes, you are. Queens. Shout out. But yeah, Dr. John Henry Clark, man, he basically telling people of African descent, man, that, you know, nobody likes us, man. We have no friends. We have no friends. And this is so true, man. People, black society has been under attack forever. This is all over the world. And that's why we have a problem with tethers. These blacks that come over here and forgot where they came from. Because we really should be united as one and be on code as one. But we're not. So that's why we have to delineate. Which is what I would get in on the next segment of the show when I close out. But yeah, man, you can please anybody, man, and stop looking for acceptance for everybody outside of your own people. Like me personally, I could give a fuck about who accept me and who don't. Especially that's not my people. My foundational Black American people, or black people in general. Anything outside of black, I could really give a fuck about. You know? It's not good, man. It's not good. Just I don't know, man. I don't need white approval for anything. Let's just go ahead and just go there. And you shouldn't either, man. And fuck what they say, and fuck what they say or what they think about. These people came from caves, yo. Why the fuck do you give a fuck about what people that come from caves say about you? Everything they learned from you, your ancestors. So why are you kissing up to them? Why? Because they got a gun to your head? I understand the fear. But at the same time, these people ain't nobody, really. You take their weapons away, they're nothing. They can't do anything without them. You know, so I'm just saying, don't worship these people, man. These people ain't to be worshipped. Even though people do it, man, you know. Be proud of who you are. Be proud to be black, man. And like Dr. John Henry Clark said, man, if you want a friend, look in the goddamn mirror, man. That's all the fuck you need. You don't need no outside friends. But what? Ain't nobody your friend on the outside. As you can see. Come on, man. I get up off of that. But that was just a little knowledge that I like to drop for the people. Put people up on Dr. John Henry Clark who don't know about him. I just bought my son a book by Dr. John Henry Clark called Christopher Columbus and the African Holocaust. And I recommend you get that for your kids because it teaches you about the history that they don't teach your kids in school. Shit, I done brought my kids a book to learn how to write cursive. Because my kids don't know how to write cursive, but they're going to learn how to write cursive because I ordered them some books from Amazon. And I suggest for my FBA family, you need to get some books and start educating your kids yourself. Because school is only going to do but so much. School is to dumb them down. It's to dumb our kids down, really. It's up to the parents to educate our kids, man. Straight up and down. And I recommend Dr. John Henry Clark to your children. You know what I'm saying? So So right now, what I'm gonna do, I want to get back to some music. I want to get back to representing Queens. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm gonna drop my little mix. And then when I come back, we're gonna get into the main topic of why we should delineate and the importance of delineating for our survival.
Dirty cash, live niggas smoke weed, car seat staff, you monkey walk, I'm hunchback, sneak quiet, talk about me gossip, get the death when I pop up, I'm fouler than gas, that don't bust when they supposed to, been around you, claim close, but wasn't close to you, your setup was weak, you come in, I saw you cut corners, snake type shit, tie you up, seal your lip, wrist bleeding, cowboy roll, choke your throat, put the bogey out in your face, now your face lays like ashtray face, stay baguette on my waist, get a guard for space, shoot you up above waist. If I ain't got beat, right here or right there. Ice grill stare, should've set it off right there. Seeing it, war report, spread across New York. God, I'm Indian style, knees bent, militant. Yo, the world know, Noriega from Iraq. Beef with me, serious, keep it real, last that. Get stabbed in your back, my man, Alley Cat. Little cousin from Jamaica, brown skin thug, thug blood. Yo, we stuck in the game like it's a drug. My pops was a thug nigga, was on the streets too. Uncle Wise did biz since 82. Back on the streets, 107 got through. I see you, come see you. Right scroll to the rest of the fam. Lock their hoes at age 8. Money come first, snatch first, go to church. Yo, that's not me. Mommy, I'm cursed. He bliss, glamorous, diabolic, devilish. This game real, realer than you think. Just think. Spots get rough, knives get touched, police bust. Yo, what happened? Police big door. Yo, we was rapping. Your wife, what? Dressed indecent, 100 crackers. Son is the 110 precinct. New York, get the bloody money. Dirty cash, live niggas who smoke weed. Car seat staff, you monkey walk. I'm hunchback, sneak quiet, talk about me gossip. Scared to death when I pop up. Yo, time zone, cabron, mighty cone. Bitches calling me up, trying to set me up. Like Amina and Gina, kid, they from Medina. Emmanuel, keep fish scale to sell. General, click deep with cartel. When niggas get locked, who you think they call for bail? Shorty legs, man, smooth. Son, I'm left struck. Pussy plus dick could only equal a fuck. Fatty banging, she analyze, my chain hanging. We waiting, conversating, he blitz Satan. Illegal life, watch police on bikes. Like stealing shame, they monkey wrench the whole game. A stress day, police wives through 12K. While I smoke, shorty sip, Chardonnay. I lay back, cognac, and I don't even drink like that. I sell crack, yo, my ISIS, gleam type me, sell the fiend, shoot guns, parallel, pistol, bust well, kid, whatever. Desert storm, like bad weather, click together, keep gas under the lever. You lightweight, what? I'm heavyweight, oh wait, yo, it's jail niggas coming home, taking the shit, yo, illegal business, the niggas got dealt with, got smoke. Body cat, he sip coke, yo, he's old time. Think about drinking his wine, regulate 9-9. Get my crew out, survive shootout. Tactics, keep gas under the mattress. You player hater, my team a bunch of regulator. Set you up, you won't make it to the elevator. You never been to jail, I'm jail scene. Niggas seen me in jail since 13, shooting up scene. Real niggas take cream. New York, get the bloody money. Dirty cash, live niggas who smoke weed. Car seat stash, you monkey walk, I'm hunchback.
NYC, word up. MOBB, DEP, ACD, burn something, let's get lifty. Queens, is you with me, niggas shifty. I turn around and kid tried to hit me. I back him down with the 50-50. It had to been a thug in me. The tunnel banging, come and get me. The first 500 bitches free. The kid with the guard, you would let all my guards come through. Live niggas on the side of the bar, you get smacked, boo, and fuck too. Shit on me, but then fuck you. Wrong with your high class ass if you want to. Out of state, you be sucking me off and breaking off. Weed bitch, thinks a stallion, but my dick went soft. My mom got it locked with master lock. You get your locks picked, run up in your spot, mask and glove shit. Queens niggas involved with thug shit, you get lumped it. Quick, we in the bathroom thumping. To the 3-time losers, alcohol abusers, big money spenders, and the Ebenezer Scrooges. Thugs holding fort with the 16-shot Rugers. The cream that I redeem will bring Alexa Land Cruiser. Dominant chapter, assassin in the obsolete. And my mom comes deep, put the wind beneath your feet. My heart's harder than concrete. In urban streets, we walk beat, but still thugs carry heat. I get deeper than skin, paragraphs from within. Dear Lord, my life is trite, please forgive me for my sins. My kin, stay my kin, ain't no room for extra friends. One love to my thugs up north in the pens. Be a prophet of rage, speak my speech on stage. Living since renegade, breaking down barricades. These days are getting rough, another brother handcuffed. Falling victim to the game, his lifestyle's corrupt. My crime niggas live a street life. Them Queens niggas live a street life. My drug niggas live a street life. My street niggas live a street life. Them thug niggas live a street life. NYC live a street life. My mob niggas live a street life. What? For everyone, my right reality bites. My click keeps shit road you tight. Regulator in the moonlight gives some insight. Bliss info, doing stickers with my kick holes. My 40 for a bro that acts like going roaring infos. So protect your lifestyle, rock your best. Or get your Teflon put to the motherfucking test. Stay bent, put on point, son, you know. Stay on the low, got the back of no. When I'm on a dolo, got the guard you now, get you when it get foul. So now I gotta put that ass back in profile. Change the character, you ain't got stamina. Nigga get that dough, I ain't manager, the infamous. Handle business, gonna make mines. The signs hit you heard it through the
To my royal thug committees and outlaws that live the life of Frank Nitty. The big city mobs, the scene that the amounts is made up. God and holy skies forever watch me. The prophecy, another chapter, is no stopping me. Proposition, my life story is far from fiction. Because of one time and 4 bullets to the world bring sparks of friction. I analyze this earth, so I roll with trife characters. The hardest for the world to capture, shining like a full carat diamond with perfect design. Phillies and 9 millies and cool bellies forever reclining to the ship physicals in this paradox. The world is hot, and my plot is to receive grands and yachts. Until then, I be a trife individual dwelling in these days. Scorching from the D's plus the sun's rays. Dead president dreams and $1 million schemes. Killer queens, the land of the cream fiends. ACD, the world terrorist. Stainless Rugers for the intruders, and my cipher's infamous. New York and worldwide, we penetrate your inside. Diamond your drama, son, and 9 clips. So prepare for heaven's ride.
ACD living street life. My ice niggas live street life. Them jewels rock the niggas live street life.
Nobody likes me, but that's okay, cause I don't like y'all anyway. Man, I don't like y'all anyway. Fuck all y'all. Oh yeah, my watch talk for me, my whip talk for me, my gat talk for me. Bad, what up, homie? Even bitches who don't know me, they wanna blow me, cause the shit I've lost with be saying a lot for me. I came in the rap humble, I don't give a fuck now. I serve anybody like niggas who hustle up. Damn, coke price go up, capsules come down. The D's running my grip, I'm nowhere to be found. Niggas who hustle for me, they don't even stash tracks, they keep them on them, right there in their ass crack. When I don't like a nigga, I don't pretend to. I have the paramedics wrapping your fucking head like a handle. Look, I ain't going nowhere, so get used to me. OGs look at me and see I'm what they used to be. I'm that nigga that's so cold, the nigga that's so dope, the nigga that shot dice when broke and so. The thug that pop shit, the thug that pop lips, the thug that went from 3.5 to the whole brick. Nigga ain't in his right mind going against me. My bitches panic the words that make a blind man see. Scream murder, I don't believe you. Murder, fuck around and leave you. Murder, I don't believe you. Murder, your life's on the line. Y'all niggas don't want no parts of me. I'm tryna figure out how y'all started me. You gon' make me catch you on a late night. Pop shots with the fifth and shot off in the sick. I'm not a marksman, why sparking, so I spray random. I'm not a pretty nigga, but my moms think I'm handsome. I hate to hear he say, she say shit, unless he say, she says she on my dick. It's no coincidence, niggas who fuck with me get shot up. I do a Cali style, drive by and tear your block up. You saw through, you putting up a crazy front. I stay with the Mac, the niggas tried to blaze me once. In the hood, they like, damn, 50 really spit it on him. You heard that shit? Yeah, 50 really shitted on him. Beef, you don't want none, so don't start none. You just a small player in this game. Play your part, son. Murder, I don't believe you. Murder, fuck around and leave you. Murder, I don't believe you. Murder, your life's on the line. These cats always escape reality when they rhyme. That's why they write about bricks and only dealt with dimes. Leave it to them, and they say they got a fast car, NASCAR, truck with a crash bar, and TVs in the dash bar. See him in the fire with stock rims. I just laugh, Paul. I catch stunts when I ain't trying. I ain't lying. I sit Don P till I spit up. Keep my wrist split up. Get out of line, I get you hit up. Now if you say my name in your rhyme, you better watch what you say. You get carried away, you could get shot, carried away. Now here's a list of MCs that could kill you in 8 bars. 50 Jay-Z and Nas. I'ma say this shit now and never again. We ain't buddies, we ain't partners, and we damn sure ain't friends. The games you playin', you get killed like that. Acting like you all hard, you ain't built like that. See me when you see me, nigga. What? Street murder, I don't believe you murder. Fuck around and leave you murder. I don't believe you murder, murder. Your life's on the line. Y'all niggas don't want no parts of me. I'm tryna figure out how y'all started me. You gon' make me catch you on a late night. Pop shots with the fifth, just slide off in the six.
Yo, the saga begins. Begin war, I'll draw first blood, be the first to set it off. My cause, tap all jaws, lay down laws. We take it with yours, we do jokes, rust the doors. Here come the D's, time to make breeze, the guns toss. In full force, the team will go at your main source. My non-Taurus, hit bosses and take hostage. Your whole setup, from the ground up, we lock shit. Blood flood your eye, fuck up your optics. Switch to kill instincts, for niggas pop shit. Your nigga know it was the topic. 9 pound, we rocked it. 96 strike back with more hot shit. Illuminate, my team will glow like radiation with no time for patience or complication. Let's get it done right, my click airtight. Trapped in the never-ending gunfights, and niggas lose stripes and lose life. Jail niggas sending kites to the street over some beef that wasn't fully cooked. Finish them off, well done me. Then said 22 slug to your head, travel all the way down to LA.
And yo, it's hell on earth. Who's next are gonna be first? The projects is frontline, and the enemy is one time. I ain't gotta tell you, it's right in front of your eye. And yo, it's hell on earth. Who's next are gonna be first? The projects is frontline, and the enemy is one time. I ain't gotta tell you, yo, it's right in front of your eye. We rep the QBC, nigga rep yours, this is all love. Millie stacked down, heavily guarded by hollow tip slug. Then crack down, I wanna be thugs, adapt the gas sound, then bow down. Slow the fuck up, see how I'm foul now? Articulate, hitting body parts to start shifting shit. Never hesitate, it's the rap game unlimited. Sign my roster, we can do this, forever infinite. Then reminisce, 20 years later, how we was getting it. Either with me, go against the grain, you better hit me. Legging me, you're robbing me, niggas better body me. Cause it's a small world, the niggas talking like bitches. Bitches singing like snitches, pointing you out in pitches. Cause she rep the QBC faithfully. Player hating me, all that bullshit is just making me more the better. To concentrate on getting cheddar. Your shorty set you up, you better dead her. I told you, shape and mold you, son you, then I hold you. Like a pimp, mind control you, double edge, blow you, handle BI like I'm supposed to. The click is coastal, international, you local. Bacardi mix, physically fixed. Hit you with shit that'll leave a loose nigga stiff, properly fixed. Son, I solved them, pulled them in my world and involved them in chaos. Walk the beat like around the way cops, the average pissed off. QB City, Godfather, Part 3, Gotti Gambino, and Ty Nitty. Scarface, rest in peace. Who's next are gonna be first? The projects is frontline, and the enemy is one time. I ain't gotta tell you, hey yo, it's right in front of your eyes. Hell on earth, who's next are gonna be first? The projects is frontline, and the enemy is one time. I ain't gotta tell you, hey yo, it's right in front of your eyes.
Yo, the heavy metal king hold big shit with spare clips. You see eclipse when the max spit, your top got split. Laying dead with open eyes, close his eyelids. Turn off his light, switch to darkness. It's deep enough, it's a street life. Blood on my kick, shit on my knife. Use the wild child, kick will turn him into mice. I was born to take power, leave my mark on this planet. The phantom of crime rap, niggas is left stranded. Shut down your operation, close for business. Leave a foul taste in your mouth like Guinness. POW niggas is found, MIA. We move like the special forces, Green Beret. Heavily around my throat, I don't claim shit brand new. Back in 89 the same way. The guard P, walk with a limp, see. But simply to simplify shit, no man could go against me. Test me, you must be bent, G. Don't tempt me, I had this full clip for so long, it needs to empty. The reason why I full for so long, cause I don't waste shit. You properly hit blood in your mouth so you can taste it. Quiet as kept, I lay back and watch the world spin. I hear thugs claiming that they gonna rob the mall when they see us. I tell you what, black, here's the issue, it's a package deal. You rob me, you take these missiles along with that. I ain't the average cat, fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. Whatever it takes, however it got to go down.
4 mics on stage, a motherfucking 4 pound. Speakers leaking out sound and niggas leaking on the ground. I could truly care less, the guard gon' get his. Regardless, blow for blows, find out who hit hardest. This rap artist used to be a stick-up artist. Sometimes I test myself, see if I still got it. Alive niggas stay on point, never disregard shit or forget the essence from which I emerge. PS6 and say that bullshit for the birds. Live up to my words, if I got beef, niggas coming in herds. We flush through your clique, get purged.
That's right. My man Prodigy, boy, Mob Deep. Hell on earth. It's a package deal, you rob me. Take these missiles along with that. I ain't your average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. That shit, woo. That last verse, boy, he went the fuck in. I don't know who he was talking to, but he meant that shit. That mix right there was for the streets. For my niggas out there in front of the building with the boom box. Middle of the winter, man. Hustling, trying to get that money, man. The blunt smoking. I can still see it, man. Niggas in front of the building. Somebody got the mixtape going. And all that shit is banging. Everything I played was on the mixtapes back then. Except for Your Life's on the Line. That was later on down the line. But that shit was so cold, I had to throw it in the mix. It's Queen. It's all about Queens, but that was for my niggas on the block right there. Standing on the block for hours, hustling. My niggas. Word up. But anyway, let's go ahead and close it out, man. Let's get into the topic for the day. I want to talk about I want to talk to my FBA people about delineating for our survival. You know, I have several friends from other countries who are black. So don't get me wrong. I don't hate these people. Great people. But as a whole, we have a serious problem. Because everybody don't think like my friends that's from other countries. And, you know, because it could be they might agree with what we say over here and ride with us, but they parents, you know, they family members. So just because your friend agrees with you or cool with what you say or they for reparations for foundational black Americans and they agree with that, that don't mean their family, their background, where they come from does. And that's a lot of that. That could be a problem for foundational black Americans, you know, that could be blinders. And for years, people was blinded by that, foundational black Americans, because your friend agrees with your ideology and he identifies himself as black, doesn't mean where he come from and who raised him gave him those same ideologies. You understand what I'm saying? So that could blind you to thinking that these people are with us and not against us. You understand what I'm saying? So, but the truth of the matter is, as a whole, these people are not with us, man. You know, just like with the thing, just like on the subway, man, how they watched this guy get lynched on the subway by this white guy, man. You know, and the black Dominican jumped in and helped. They held the guy's arm, you know, on the internet, on social media. I see a whole bunch of foreigners going in on foundational black Americans, apparently for no fucking reason. A lot of these people have white people talking points. Racist white people, they have their talking points. And they spew the same thing that these racist white people spew because they be around them. See, they don't mind being pets for these people. See, that's the difference between foundational black Americans and everybody else. We don't want to be white people's pets. We're not looking for acceptance. You know, because we know how these people are. We've been dealing with them for over 500 years. We know these people are mean no good to us. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all come in, while we trying to fight and get what's ours, what we are owed, not deserved, but we are owed this compensation. Here come the tethers from other countries jumping in and putting their 2 cents in, saying how we shouldn't get it, when back in their home countries they are being decimated by the Europeans and Chinese, and they're being treated like shit over there, and their countries are all in shambles. But then they come over here and try to stop us from getting what we deserve. Because you got to understand, man, a lot of black people that's in politics, that's in Congress, a lot of these people don't come from this lineage. They don't come from our lineage. They don't come from the FBA lineage. They come from the Caribbean or Africa. So these guys are in Congress to undermine us and to help their people. But little do they know, if they somehow get rid of all foundational black Americans and make us just the underclass, where we have to just work for nothing, what they don't understand is that they're next. That's what they don't understand. It's just like the whole Atlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? You had the slave catchers out there. Then they had a movie about the woman king that tried. They was out there catching slaves and bringing them to the Europeans, and then at the end of the day, the Europeans got their ass too. You know what I'm saying? The history repeats itself, and I don't understand how these people can't see that. I mean, damn, is it that good? Is white attention that fucking good? Being patted on the top of your head, is it that good? What's such a good boy? You're such a good boy. Good boy. Is it that good that you would sell out a whole race of people? Because that's really what you're doing. You're thinking that you're helping your people, but you're really hurting your people. Because they gonna X y'all out with the Latinos if y'all don't get it together. And they not though. They don't care. It's like the blacks from the Caribbean and the blacks from Africa. It's like they're a glutton for pain. They love pain and suffering. It seems like they love it because they just like to indulge in it. You know, don't put your arm in that tank full of piranhas, because they're gonna get you eventually. You might get in there and get out real quick without them getting you, but sooner or later, them piranhas gonna jump on your ass and eat your ass the fuck up. You know, so you know it's important for us, man. We have to protect ourselves because they're trying to X us out. And these people are coming, we getting attacked from every angle. All angles we getting attacked. And I'm talking about all angles. Education, medical, wherever, economically, militarily. Foundational black Americans are constantly being attacked, and particularly foundational black American men, because we're the warrior class. You know what I'm saying? But these, you know, they just got to get it together, man. So all you tethers out there who's coming over here jumping on the coon train, FBA, we just want to let you know that you're gonna have to hold your own nuts, like my man Tariq Nasheed say, man. So when white supremacy starts attacking you over here in this country, don't come to us. Don't come to foundational black Americans asking us to help y'all. We not doing it no more. Next time a Bolton John happen, or what's the kid name? What's the kid name that got shot? I forgot where it was at. I forgot the little kid. He survived though. The white guy shot him in the head. You know, don't come running to us for to help y'all seek justice, man. Because y'all pretty much showed y'all hand. And for years y'all had us fooled thinking that it was all brotherly love. But we really see that it isn't. And now that you have these spaces, these Twitter spaces and these what's the other space they have? The Twitter space and the other thing. And I've been hearing a whole bunch, all these immigrants, man, coming at foundational black Americans, talking about us like dogs, man. And if you go to their countries, they all living like dogs. Real shit, man. Real shit, man. So we have to delineate, man, because we have to fight for resources for ourselves. Just like the black people up there in Southside Chicago are fighting to keep these illegal immigrants out of there. We have to come together and fight for more. You know, the reparation thing is going on strong. Like out in Cali, they've been having reparation meetings out there in Cali. Sooner or later, it's going to spread, but we definitely got to keep the focus on reparations for foundational black Americans, and we have to make sure that it's lineage based, not race based, lineage based, not culture based, lineage, blood. We have to make sure that. And even on the census, when the census come around, I heard it's something with the census going around. They ask them black Americans what do they want to be called, and foundational black Americans is the best thing for us because nobody from the outside can come in and jack that. Because there's only one group of people who was foundational to this land that built the foundation to this country, and it wasn't Caribbeans, because they was over in the Caribbean building up their foundation for the Spaniards and all that, and it wasn't the Africans, because they was just over there getting decimated. Europeans was just tearing their ass up over in Africa. It was us, foundational black Americans, who built the foundation of this land. And don't forget it, and pass that down to your kids. Don't be afraid to. And if you're a tether, the hell with you. You're a traitor to us and to your own people. That's what people is not saying. They not just traitors to foundational black Americans. They're a traitor to their own people back in their homeland. Trust and believe that. Once a traitor, always a traitor. You could be a traitor in Africa. You could run to America, but you're still going to be a traitor over in America. There's nothing going to change. That's who these people are. Not all of them, but majority of them. That's over here anyway. So yeah, my FBA family, you know, teach your kids history, man. I'm gonna do a show on that, the importance of teaching our kids our history, man. We need it. I got my son. My son got autobiography, Malcolm X. He got I got him a couple of books. Dr. John Henry Clark. He done had Dr. Claude Anderson. Oh man, I got my son reading all types of shit, man. And he got a white boyfriend, but he knows. That's why I let him read these books and educate him on black and white relationships in this country. You can have a white friend, that's cool, but just remember, be careful around him. Because if y'all out and about, the police are not going to mess with that white boy. The police is going to mess with you. So definitely, if the white boy cutting up and you with him, man, get the fuck away from him. Because it ain't gonna be y'all who gets in trouble. It's gonna be you that get in trouble, my black son. And y'all need to tell y'all kids that. And it's a shame, and it's raw, but it's the truth, and it's about survival. You want your kids to survive because, let me tell you something, grown ass white men attack teenage black children. They don't really attack grown ass men. They attack the weak. You know what I'm saying? And with these tethers coming over there helping them, they're making it even worse. And this is why I'm saying we have to delineate. And the word delineation is going around the country as it should. We need to get on code. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I really got to say about that, man. My FBA fam, hold your head, stand up. And we're going to keep on fighting, man, because we're going to get our reparations. They owe us. They're giving these Ukrainians and Afghanis and these Mexicans and Venezuelans all this free money, this free housing and shit, clothing and food. But they owe us. They definitely owe us, man, and they gonna pay up. Because we built the foundation of this motherfucker, and we'll burn the foundation of this bitch down. Now, before we go, well, let's just say I'ma bless y'all with one of my man, the legend. You know, like I said, this is about Queens. So before I go, I'ma leave y'all with the big homie, the legend, the GOAT. Let me get it queued up first. Hold on, let me get it queued up. Anyway, y'all, that's been today's show, man. I'm QB. This is Intellectual Ignorance. And we're gonna close out with this good music, man. I'ma holla. Peace.
Come on, man.